Close your eyes. Picture yourself as a young, scared American soldier on your way to the beaches of Normandy. The following is what you would have experienced. This is the longest day. It was still dark when they woke us. Not empty dark, the close kind that presses on your shoulders. June 6th, 1944. The channel smelled of salt, diesel, and cold fear. I was 19, a farm kid from Ohio who'd never seen the ocean. They called it D-Day. We just called it the day we had to go. I want to tell you the small things, the way the landing craft pitched under our boots, the spray that tasted like iron, the boy next to me whispering the Lord's Prayer as every wave slammed us. We were packed tight in that steel box, rifles between knees, life belts soaked, the air thick with vomit and wet wool. Somebody tried to light a cigarette. The sergeant said, "Save it for the beach." Nobody laughed. When the ramp dropped, the noise hit first. Machine guns stitching the water, shells bursting in the surf, men shouting, some already gone. The water was chest deep and freezing. My first step sank into soft sand, and something that wasn't sand. I didn't look down. I just kept moving. Omaha Beach didn't look like a beach. It looked like a scrapyard set on fire and drowned. Steel obstacles stuck up like broken teeth. Smoke hung low with the smell of cordite and blood. German guns on the bluffs raked the sand in long, patient lines. I ran. Everyone who could ran. No neat lines, just a ragged wave of olive drab shapes stumbling forward. Some fell. Some crawled. Some dragged the wounded. I remember my helmet slipping over my eyes. I remember the warm spray when shrapnel took the man 2 steps ahead. We dropped behind the shingle bank like it was the only solid thing left, hands shaking too hard to reload clean. A sergeant I never knew crawled over and put his mouth to my ear. "You keep moving, son. You stay here. You die here." Then he was gone. We worked up the beach in little groups, using wrecked boats and the fallen for cover. Time stopped meaning anything. Minutes stretched and folded. Near the bluffs, we found a narrow draw and started climbing. Loose sand slid us back. Grenades tumbled down. One exploded close enough to steal my breath and leave my ears ringing. But we kept going. The only way off that beach was up. By the time the sun was fully up, I sat with my back against broken concrete, staring at filthy hands and blood under my nails that wasn't mine. A kid from my squad offered his canteen. His voice was steady. His eyes were 100 years older. People ask what it was like. It was loud. It was cold. It was the longest morning of my life. Every man who stepped off those boats carried a piece of that beach home with him. Some of us came home. Some stayed on the sand. All of us were changed. I was 19. I walked through that water and climbed that bluff. And when the sun finally touched the Norman fields that evening, it felt like the first real light I'd ever seen. That's as close as words can get.